at MCRD San Diego, and from that day forward, I would never be the same. It was a calm and peaceful 3 months of boot camp. Nah, it was crazy. Kids, the only thing I could really, to give you an idea of what it was like, it would be like if mom and dad shut the internet off for 3 months. That's the kind of chaos I can compare it to for you. It'd be terrible. Hey, but I did make it through boot camp, and I actually graduated #1. I was called the company honorman for that, so that was a wonderful thing. After graduation, I was stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I was part of the 2nd Marine Division, 2nd Light Armor Reconnaissance Battalion. I was a machine gunner, and I rode inside and on top of light armored vehicles. And one thing, there was taking my 10-year-old to school this morning, he had asked me, we had a little conversation in the truck, and he's like, are you going to tell him what you shot? And I was like, I'm going to save the war story. But I shot a 50 cal machine gun when I was sitting on top of a Humvee, and I was a gunner for an LAV, which is a light armor vehicle, and it shot a 25mm chain gun. So happiness for me is a belt-fed weapon, for sure. All right. So, I was a machine gunner. In February 2003, I was deployed to Iraq in Operation Iraqi Freedom. On March 19th, 2003, my company was the first Marine forces to enter Iraq from Kuwait. So they had this big giant berm up there, and they blew it up. It was pretty awesome. And my vehicle was the 2nd vehicle across the Kuwait border into Iraq. Once we were in Iraq, we were told to head northwest. And for about the first 4 days in the desert, it was pretty boring. A couple camel spiders, and that's about it. But we didn't fight anybody at that time. And then on the morning of March 23rd, we were told that there was heavy fighting in a city named Al-Nazariya. So we headed east to help the other Marine forces fight. Some of you remember when Jessica Lynch was captured. We were about 2 hours behind her. So I had the pleasure to go through Ambush Alley and fight some pretty intense battles along the way. One of those battles was called the Battle of the Coil. The Battle of the Coil was the longest firefight in the Iraqi war. It lasted 18 hours, and it was the longest fight since Vietnam War. If you didn't know that, just Google it. I'm thankful I made it home, and in 2004, I re-enlisted in the Marine Corps, and I became a drill instructor. So I was ground shooting miles pretty much with that. While I was there, I worked about 18 hours a day, and I developed young men into fighting Marines, just like I was. It was a very hard yet rewarding job. But I loved being a Marine, and I loved serving my country. It was hard work, and it took a lot of time away from my family. But I'm thankful that I've been a part of it. So Veterans Day is a great honor to all of those who have served in the armed forces. Veterans are everywhere. There are teachers, custodians, postal workers, doctors, store clerks, and everybody in between. The service members honored today came from all walks of life, but they share several fundamental qualities. They all possess courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity. All the qualities needed to serve a larger cause than oneself. Veterans don't go to war because they love fighting. They were called to be part of something bigger than themselves. They are ordinary people who responded in extraordinary ways in extreme times. They rose to the nation's call because they wanted to protect this great nation. This country will only remain the land of the free as long as it is the home of the brave. Without brave men and women stepping up to serve this country, we could not continue being free. So please be sure to take time to say thank you to all the veterans and those currently serving. It's because of them that we are the land of the free and the home of the brave. Freedom is never free. Thank you.